Man, it is so hard to believe that even though I watched that teaser trailer a lot of times already and already knowing the anime was going to come back, it still feels weird, man. I can't believe it. Bleach's anime is coming back, and the Thousand Year Blood War arc is getting animated in October 2022. It is madness, man. I've been waiting so long. Bleach's anime ended like almost 10 years ago, right? Because it ended, the anime ended in Japan in 2012. I was starting high school then. I was starting high school. I was like starting high school, leaving middle school then. And it's so hard to believe, man. Like, oh my god, I'm in my mid-20s now, and it's just madness that has come back. I love Bleach so much. I try to keep up with the series every now and then. I don't play like games like Bleach Brave Souls or anything like that, but I love to keep up with new units they come out with and new characters they adapted, you know, from like the light novels and junk like that. And I love Bleach, like I really do, and I'm glad that it's coming back, so I have an excuse to reread Bleach again, so I can absorb some shit and finally get the, you know, shill Bleach on my Twitter again. And yeah, it just feels weird, man. Like, just watching that teaser trailer, seeing how well animated it is. Now, granted, I probably can guess some of that animated stuff is like, you know, stuff they kind of took directly from the manga and, you know, animated it slightly to look like it's been animated. And I don't have a problem with that, because now we have something to look forward to, at least. So it'll probably look better when the anime actually gets to those parts. Because some of the Ichigo parts, along with Uryu, Chad, Orihime, and the final thing with Ichigo at the end with his Getsuga Tensho, that looked really good. That really looked well animated. So I can only guess that was like part of the first episode, where they already had that stuff animated in the first place. So, you know, when we get to stuff like, you know, Toshiro's Bankai or God, what's this? I got Kensei's Bankai, Rose's Bankai, shit like that. Unohana versus Kenpachi, you know, shit like that. I feel like we're gonna get way better looking fights then. Like, oh my god. And just hearing number one blare in the background, like a new remix of number one, it's just like it's directly telling you we're back. Like, just no joke, man. We are back. And from the grapevine, I heard that Bleach will be airing on later time slots. So that means there'll be less censorship involved with the series. Bleach has a, not exactly notorious, but a rather small, infamous issues with censorship. Bleach's manga is gory as shit at times. Kubo just doesn't pull any punches. I'm never going to forget the time that freaking Hiyori got cut in half, or when Aion just punched half of Rangiku's stomach out. Like, I'm never going to forget that shit. That shit was effed up, man. Hell, there was that time Ichigo got sliced across his eyes by Genjo Kujo, and like, that shit was kind of toned down in the anime, because, you know, it was just how it is. It wasn't airing in the time slots, but now it's airing in later time slots. We get to see the more gory shit that takes place in the Thousand Year Blood War arc, and it's a blood war, so we're gonna need some blood. But yeah, oh my god, it feels so weird. And then I want to know how they're going to handle like side material, right? I wonder if they're going to also adapt things like Can't Fear Your Own World and Spirits Are Forever With You, because I feel like they have to kind of do Can't Fear Your Own World, but they would have to do it after Bleach ends, because, you know, obviously all that shit takes place after that. But I wonder if they can sprinkle some things from Can't Fear Your Own World that should have been in the manga, you know? Like things like Tokinada and Hikone and Oramichibane, I think they can leave until after the adaptation. But I feel like things such as, you know, like revelations for certain characters, like, for example, maybe Ichibei talking about Ichigo being the potential Soul King and shit like that, I feel like that should be in the new anime, you know? I feel like that should already be in there, and also other revelations I'm not going to go into in this video. But the point is, yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that. I feel like they would, because Naruto did that same thing. Naruto, after Naruto's anime, like original Shippuden ended, they continue to air like adaptations of light novels, and they did that until, like, you know, Naruto and Hinata got married, and, you know, finally officially ended off Shippuden. So I feel like with Can't Feed Your Own World, they could do the same thing too. I feel like it only would make sense to do it, because Can't Feed Your Own World definitely needs to be animated. There's too much shit on the cutting room floor and too many like plot important stuff in Can't Feed Your Own World to just leave like just in the light novels. I feel like that would be kind of dirty, but you know, I'm not Studio Period, so you know, I don't know. Another thing I hope for this is like, I hope Kubo is like working close with Studio Period. I think someone confirmed that he is, but I really hope he is this time, because like, you know, there were some issues with the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. Kubo kind of had to rush things because of his, you know, declining health. And now that Kubo's better, and he doesn't have to do so much, you know, physical drawing work anymore, at least on the 1,000 Year Blood War arc anymore, I feel like maybe he could pass some notes about what he wanted and, you know, originally wanted in the manga but wasn't unable to do so. He could pass them on the Studio Period, and hopefully they'll able to you know, figure that out, and hopefully Kubo gets to have the ending he really wants. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly don't know, but I feel like there's some things that, you know, need to be expanded upon and figured out. You know, for example, like, I don't know, the final battle against Yuha, you know, that definitely needed some fixing up, and Uryu's battle against Hashwolf, that definitely needs to be fixed up too. Like, I don't know, there's just some shit in the 1,000 Year Blood War arc that just needs to be expanded upon, and I definitely want to see freaking Yamamoto's Bankai expand upon more. There's some shit that I definitely want to see out of that. But yeah, I hope this anime gives Kubo a second chance to do what he really wanted without the constrictions of, you know, being, you know, making manga forced upon him. And I hope that, you know, whatever comes out of this new anime is what Kubo really wanted. Another thing I'm happy about is that Shiro Sagisu is coming back, and obviously you can't have Bleach without Shiro Sagisu. Bleach's OST is by far one of the most, like, I don't like using the word perfect, but I think Bleach's OST is like the perfect anime OST. It's extremely diverse, many tracks. Hell, they even use some of the movie tracks in the original anime, which, hell, like, I never heard of any other anime doing such a thing. Hell, Naruto has a shit ton of movies, and they never use the movie soundtracks in the actual anime, which is a huge disappointment. But yeah, like, Bleach just has a damn good soundtrack, and that's all thanks to Shiro Sagisu. Bleach is my personal favorite work from Shiro Sagisu, and he's done shit like Evangelion and Berserk and Shin Godzilla and SSS Gridman, and you tell me, like, yeah, Bleach still remains as one of his best works ever. And with all these years of Shiro Sagisu not being able to do Bleach, he's ready. He's ready to pop up with some crazy shit, especially when I heard, it's like, you know, we had like 2 Evangelion rebuild movies in the span of Bleach's anime ending. Isn't that crazy to think that? Because like Evangelion 3.0 and 3.0 plus 1.0 came out in the time span that Bleach's anime has been out. That's ugh. And for what I can tell, and I definitely hear the soundtracks of those movies, they're epic, like beyond epic. So you can already tell that Bleach, the 1,000 Year Blood War arc is going to have some sick shit, like some unbelievably sick music. I already can get it now. Shiro Sagisu has never failed me before. But yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to say. I love Bleach, I really do, and I'm so happy it came back. I think a ton of people are happy that Bleach is back, so we can all gush about it again on the timeline. Because, you know, other series has been going on. One Piece has still been chugging along with nothing stopping it. You know, Naruto gets Boruto, you know, etc., etc. Also, Naruto, you know, gets some, you know, some light novel stuff on the side, but you know, it's mostly Boruto related now. But so, which is still a continuation of Naruto. But Bleach has kind of been left by the wayside, and I'm kind of glad we're not living in an era anymore where we have to hear stupid ass YouTubers say, "Oh well, Bleach, the Shonen Jump didn't like Bleach anymore. You see the sales of the manga, of course." Yeah, shit like that, like shit like what freaking Super Eye Patch Wolf said. Like that shit still sends me. Like I remember falling for that shit back in the day. I cannot believe I fell for that shit. I don't know why. I never really liked the guy anyway, but that's not that. This ain't the video for that. But the point is, yeah, I'm so hyped. I have an entire year to absorb more Bleach knowledge than I've ever before. Granted, I know a lot about Bleach, but it doesn't hurt to have a refresher course. And I feel like the manga is the best way to go, at least now, because it's quicker for me to read. And yeah, it's quicker for me to read and just watch a full-on ass anime. Just Bleach has 300, like I may have like a filler-free list when I rewatched Bleach 2 years ago. And it was like 300 some odd episodes that were canonical, with some filler in between, which I forgot to omit. And obviously that's going to take a long time because, you know, that's 20 minutes of 300 episodes each time. And with an average of 3 episodes per hour, that's going to be like 100 hours, which that's going to take me about, if I were to watch it all straight, like, oh my God, that's going to take me about at least a month. At least at the most, a month to watch it all. So I'm just going to tackle the manga first and then watch the anime. And I have an excuse to do it because I freaking love Bleach. I probably should have did it earlier, but I'm damn sure going to do it now. But yeah, I think that's all I really want to say, everyone. Sorry for my rambling. I just really wanted to talk about Bleach again because I love this series. I never get to talk about Bleach ever on my channel, so I'm really happy to talk about it to you people. So without further ado, I will see you all next time. If you like Bleach, definitely tell me down in the comments below. And if you have any experiences with the series yourself, definitely hit me up about it because I really want to know. I love hearing fans, Bleach fans, talk about why they like the series. So without further ado, goodbye, everybody.